evening.
Here he is, brighter than the burning sun and with more wind than a raging tornado.
Events with me. Right. As you probably, if you've seen me before, you know that I like to change my subjects regularly so people can have a laugh and joke. And I'll see something, I'll go, oh, that's interesting, and then I'll find out information about it, and then I'll tell you all about it. So, just fighting my wee chair there. Right, so tonight's subject is, it sounds like Mastermind, doesn't it? It's not, honestly, mate, no. Right, is strawberries. Ooh. Who'd like a strawberry? Right, strawberries. Very interesting these were, and I saw some in the shop and I thought, I'll get some of them, and I thought, where do they come from? So I didn't know. So I thought, right, well, I'm going to find out, and I'm going to find out all sorts about the humble strawberry. Right. So first thing is, they're very nice. Oh, that one, that's sweet. Yeah. Quick swig of coffee call for. Right. First of all, the strawberry actually originates, it's thought to originate anyway, in America, North America. There's over 20 different types of strawberries around the globe, so they're spread out all over the place. My glasses are going a bit funny. Right, so originally they were very small. So obviously they've been, I think they're called hybridization. They've been, you cut a bit off, stick it together and you get a different one. Right, anyway, the ones that you're used to seeing normally are the normal garden strawberries, as they're called. Yeah, now the garden strawberries are actually a cross between a Chilean strawberry and a Virginian strawberry. But you didn't know that, did you? Now the reason that they're crossed is because when you were picking them, they were only small. So through years and years of crossbreeding and things like crossbreeding, you don't breed a plant, do you? Anyway, by hybrid, whatever, mixing them together, you ended up from small to large. Yeah, so you end up with much bigger and a juicier strawberry. Now, why is it called a strawberry? That's an interesting one. Well, on the continent they call something else. It's cephas or something like that. Anyway, but over here, and probably for the English speaking world, they are known as strawberries. But that's an Anglo-Saxon word, so it was actually named in the UK as a United Kingdom as a strawberry. Now, this was a slight mix-up of how you say things, because strawberry originally means strewn-berry, which means they were strewn, they spread out, so they were strewn all over the floor. So it's an abbreviation, an Anglo-Saxon abbreviation from strewn-berry. So it's actually been renamed strawberry over the years. So that's the reason why it gets its name. Now, when did they become famous? That's another question. I thought, when did these become popular? Well, they've always been popular, pretty much through history, but they were always a sort of like grab them as you're walking around the forest sort of plant. So and not really cultivated. I think that's the word, cultivated in mass. Anyway, now they are, and they have been for quite a long time. And one of the guys who was actually responsible for being cultivation and them getting the popularity was actually in the United Kingdom, and that was actually Henry VIII. His gardener started growing strawberries for him, so they became popular. And anything to do with the monarchy and things like that always was popular. It's like Christmas trees. Christmas trees became popular because Queen Victoria had a Christmas tree. And they went, oh, right, if the Queen can have it, we can have it. And that's how they became popular. Christmas cards have always got snow on the ground, but you don't see snow in England. Or you do in Scotland and maybe in Wales, but you don't really see it in... But the reason for that was it's always late. I know I'm deviating off strawberries, you would know what I'm like. But what it was the River Thames froze over. And this is when cards started getting popular, and so it was painted into every scene. So that's where your Christmas cards come from as well. Okay, back to strawberries. Right, what else have we got? So we told you that it's an Anglo-Saxon word, and in the 16th century, Henry VIII, he's got his gardener to start bringing these into him. So it's in the garden, so it's been grown in volume now. At the same point, in France they were very popular. Now, in France, the guy who fetched the Chilean strawberry back from Chile to start mixing them around was actually a spy. So it's how strange espionage involved in the strawberry. But yeah, he was actually a spy who fetched these strawberries back from Chile to actually mix in with them to make the normal, what we know as the garden variety of strawberry. And hence now it's got bigger and bigger and bigger, and they've got better at it to make the strawberries much bigger. Grown all over the world now. And it's a popular thing. Right. Another thing that's associated with strawberries is cream. Right, now cream, strawberries and cream. I'm sorry, but we're pinching it again. It's the UK started having introduced strawberry and cream together. So another strange thing. But obviously, you've got to take in... This is happening in the 18th, 19th, and 20th century. So from that side, it's easy to explain why it becomes popular so very quickly. Because you've got the empire at that point, England's got its empire at that point, the British Empire, and everywhere they go, they want home comforts. And in this case, it will be strawberries and cream. So, of course, they have it, and then somebody's downstairs in the kitchen, they go, oh, what is this? And you go, oh, this is strawberry. What? Oh, strawberry and cream. Oh, I will take home. So everyone else starts having them as well. And that's why it's got so popular. And actually, it's an all-round lovely berry, except it's not a berry. That is a quite bizarre thing. It's not a berry either. It's this big long word that I couldn't even try to actually say, and it's very how weird, and just to really throw blackberry is not a blackberry either. That's not a berry either. And I was like, what? So and I thought, well, that's a different thing. I'm not going to go on to that on fruits and salads and things like that. But there you go. That's the history of the. Oh, by the way, I thought I'd tell you this one. In France, how the royal family favour strawberries. One of them that was instrumental in getting them into the gardens as well, which was predates to our over in England. In 1368, in France, Charles the Wise started having strawberries. Yeah, he loved strawberries as well. So, another one who got them in his garden as well. So, that was 200 years before Henry VIII came along. Well, over that. So, so it was popular. So, all in all, there's the history in a very quick recap. Do you know what I mean? If you want any more information, there's plenty more information out there on there. Remember, always smash the little fella on the head, the knight in the corner. He's the subscribe button. And I'll keep throwing these weird and wonderful things at you just to brighten up your night. You'll think, oh, news, what should I put on? I'll put Mick on, he'll be alright, he's good for a laugh. Right, hope you have a lovely evening. Thank you very much for listening to me waffle. Good night.